welcome to our second edition of the Calvary News Network, CNN. Hey, thanks for tuning in and just taking a few minutes to get updated on what's going on here with our Calvary community groups. We got a response back from last week's video, and we've heard a lot of good things. Apparently this is going to be a useful tool for us, and so it works for us to do this weekly, and I hope that you're able to tune in each week to find out what's going on here with our Calvary group. Our first story is Facebook. Are you a Facebooker? Well, if you are, go on Facebook and do a search for Calvary Community Groups. We've got a Facebook page set up there, and now you're going to find our videos and some other helpful exchanges between us and leaders and hosts. So, Facebook, Calvary Community Groups. Thank you also for volunteering for the final hour. I mentioned that last week. That's going to be going October 15th through the 31st, and a number of you have stepped up and said, hey, our group is going to help out, and so we are grateful for that. If you're still interested, contact Michelle V at calvaryftl.org and let her know that you and your group are interested. Also, some other good news. We're taking a look at our website to evaluate how easy is it for a person to find a group. And I know some of you have expressed your thoughts and concerns about that. We want to make it easier for a person to find a group. And so we're going to be, in the next couple of weeks, introducing you to a new method, a new manner in which a person can find a group there at the calvaryftl.org site. So I had a chance earlier this week to catch up with Billy V, who oversees our Icon ministry, and I want you to hear a little bit about what God is doing through that ministry. Hey gang, this is Pastor Greg here, and I am with Pastor Billy V. Pastor Billy V oversees our Icon ministry, and Billy, tell us a little bit about what's going on with Icon.
Yeah, absolutely. For those of you who don't know, Icon is a ministry that is intentional about the next generation, and we stand for three things. Connecting people to God, connecting people to people, and connecting people to ministry. And we meet 8:30 in the theater every Wednesday night for a time of worship.
22 to 33.
22 to 33.
Right? Married or single.
Married or single. Saved or unsaved. It's probably one of the most non-threatening environments we've created to have the unchurched come to our church
Yeah, and that's
campus.
what I love about it. Having been there to visit and to speak also, I absolutely love the environment there. Hey, you mentioned connecting people to people, and that's what we're about in community groups, is we're building Christ-centered relationships by connecting people in life-changing communities. So how is Icon engendering community groups?
Yeah. Well, we found that about a year ago, we had this big room full of 20-somethings. But there was a big, something was missing. It was authentic relationships. And so we said, how do we create authentic relationships and make this big room become a living room? And so with your help and James, about a year ago, we launched our groups. We started off with 10. Now we're at about 20. And we're actually starting our first alignment series where the curriculum will be based out of the Wednesday night Bible study.
Good.
For a new teaching series, and we're real excited. There's some great things happening with our community.
Great. So as you look at the growth of groups, you mentioned going from 10 groups to 20 groups now. What do you see going on within the groups? Are the people growing, or what's going on?
Not only are we able now to measure growth, but now we're seeing them get involved with body life, where at one time they'd be sitting up in the corner, being in the last seat, last one in, first one out. But now that they've been brought into like-minded people and have been encouraged to get involved, we're seeing people actually get involved with our outreaches, Love Out Loud at the end of the month, and being involved in various aspects of ministry throughout the community. So the community groups, I believe, and I really mean this when I say this, if we were to take community groups out of Icon, it would just be another big event, and everyone could be very plastic and come and go and never be real accountable. So the community groups have changed the atmosphere, not only corporately but personally in our ministry.
Wow. Well, let me say on behalf of our whole church, thank you for what you're doing.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's a blessing. Well, that's it for our second edition of the Community News Network. Hey, thank you for leading. Remember, we're in prayer for you, and if there's something specific we could pray for you and your group about, please let us know. We want to uphold you and support you any way we can. God bless you, and thank you for leading.
Okay, here we go. We're going to kill it.
Hey gang, Pastor Greg here, and as you can see, I'm with Pastor Billy V. Pastor B.
College ministry for those 8.
Okay, ready to go? All right,
yeah,
take two.
I don't know. Now I'm thinking too much, and I don't want to think.
No, I don't think. What do we?